Hey, good afternoon, good morning to some. I hope everybody's doing well, and I wanted to jump on here today, another day, for an update and a great conversation. I think uh, consistency matters, and I think good conversation is imperative, and that's why I wanted to come on here today. And today I wanted to have the discussion on why do some politicians talk about themselves in third person. Now that's a real good conversation. There's going to be some more stuff, but that's the main topic that I want to talk about is why do some politicians talk about themselves in third person? But man, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope, the weather's warming up down here. And not only is the weather warming up, but, a lot of things going on. I'm just excited because, hey, transitioned in a few weeks. But I wanted to jump on today and and keep this thing going because I feel like it's necessary. Not only that I feel that it's necessary, I feel that um, um, I said not only do I feel that it's necessary, I feel that the impact is happening in the aspect of there's increased awareness, there's a shared understanding, and I think that I feel that there is a sense of empowerment that is moving in the community because people are gaining an understanding. Because people not only are gaining an understanding, but because people are actually being able to see things for themselves. And when people, like I said, I always said, an informed community is a powerful community. And there's a lot of stuff that um, the people, the powers that be, one of the biggest things that they love to do is try to suppress and control the narrative and keep people uninformed. Because when people are uninformed, it's easier to control the masses. Easier to control the masses. One of the one of the um, one of the tactics, and I talked about this before, but I wanted to bring it up right now again. There's a people love to talk about slavery in America, which is a great topic to talk about. And always I feel like there needs to be open and honest discussion about it. But people love to say, like, they use the Christianity to keep slaves in bondage. And that in some ways that's true. They use things out of context. They use teachings out of context. They use the emotional appeal of religion out of context for their own personal good. But what people don't talk about is how they made it illegal and many times punishable by death for slaves to be able to read because they understood the power of having control over people that's not able to increase their understanding. And that's something that I feel like is very key, right? And that's why I say even now, that's the play of a lot of political leaders that want to put out propaganda, that wants to control the narrative so people can't see, so people cannot see. And the reason why they don't want people to see, the reason why they don't want people to understand is if I can control what message is getting out of there, then I can control how they think, and then I can eventually control how they act. How they act. And that's why I wanted to have that conversation. That's why I wanted to have that discussion. And that's why I've been being committed to raise awareness so people can see things for themselves. Just simply see things for themselves. When you see things with your own eyes, you can come to a conclusion for yourself instead of somebody telling you something, right? When somebody empowers you, that means that they give you the tools to do things on your own. When they empower you, then what that does is then now, like they said, you can bring a man a fish, uh, um, and feed them. But if you teach them how to fish, then they can feed themselves. If you show people how to look up certain things, if you show people how to ask certain questions, some of the things that got back to me is that a lot of people just didn't know what type of questions to ask or what to ask, right? That is why I make it a point to not only just talk, because a lot of people talk, but I also make it a point to provide references that people can actually click on and go read, and provide ways of how I go by and get the information so people can understand for themselves and they can go read it for themselves. The reason why is a lot of this information that we seek is public information. It is just imperative on understanding who it is or where it is that we need to go to get that information, especially if our elected officials aren't providing that information. Now, it's a plethora of things that I want to talk about, but before I've been doing word of the day. I did it last week. It was the word of the day was a megalomaniac. That was the word of the day. The word of the day today is, drum roll, please. Drum roll. The word of the day is payola. The word of the day is payola. Payola means the practice of bribing someone to use their influence or position to promote a particular product or interest. Payola, right? The practice of bribing someone to use their influence or position to promote a particular product or interest. Now, just want to have a quick discussion about payola. Now, allegedly, there may be some politicians, particularly in Perry County at the county level, who has used their position on number of boards and different things like that to kind of strong arm some people to get some money out of them. Say I can help you out if I make sure you get this if y'all go through me. And I just wanted to just put that word out there, payola. Y'all know, y'all see they talk about payola with DJs. They pay people money so they can spin their records and different things like that. But it also, too, politically speaking, people use their position to where, hey, you give me a little change, I can make sure you get that contract. Allegedly. You give me a little change, I can make sure you get that loan approved. Allegedly. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Right? So that's why I just wanted to talk about the word of the day right now is payola. Because it's very interesting, very, very interesting, very deep when it comes to that. And, I know what the community say, but, more to follow with that alleged payola that's going on, because allegedly there's a certain politician at the county level in Perry County, Alabama, that loves to practice payola. But let's get on with this thing. This morning I made a post. And the post that I made was, why do some politicians talk about themselves in third person? On October the 26th, 2018, Perry County Commission, Albert Fitzgerald Turner, posted on his official Facebook page under the title, Turner believes the public must be in the know. Right? And let's go to that post. Y'all see that? The 26th of October, 2018. I'm going to read this. Commissioner Turner launched his Facebook page about 1.5 years ago to keep citizens informed about local government. Since that time, he has seen an appreciation for his posts and the citizens' ability to engage in an open conversation with him about his opinions and actions. The commissioner demanding schedule led him to hire myself to write many of the posts and respond to many of the comments posted. Please note that we have an almost daily conversation about the content and the responses that are posted. I must say, for a small community like Perry County, the citizens are really engaged. Commissioner Turner appreciates the chance to engage you in the public and can only hope the public appreciate this page and the chance to communicate with your elected official. I would hope every elected official would be so open to expressing their opinions as many citizens can't make every meeting to see or hear firsthand what is going on in their government. Thanks, Commissioner, for my job, and thanks for your willingness to engage your public. I see your dedication and the many hours you put in to try to better your county. Watch this now. Many articles don't get wrote, but many do, and I personally believe the citizens appreciate you for doing this. I also know some individuals think you should not report the good you do, and many credit you for everything that goes on in Perry County as though you are the only decision maker when it is clear you are not. I just want to thank you on behalf of the thousands of readers who know more about Perry County government than they ever thought. I also want to thank you, your professionalism in your editing and taking some undeserved criticism for who you are and what you support. This was the post, right? On 26 October 2018. Now, and that's what I posted right here. Now, let's get to the discussion. Let me go back to the top. We got this question here. Why do some politicians talk about themselves in the third person? Now, I do want to make this known before I go down here. The person that he's talking about in that post goes by the alleged initials, Saquon May, right? And I want to point this out so we can go to it so we all can see who SM is. Now, I'm going to Albert's page. Go to search. Saquon May. Suquon, right? And this was September the 1st. Let me see. Here you go. On October the 3rd of October, on the post, Chairman Turner gearing up for re-election. Now, once we look here, right? Yep, he got it here. Let me see. Because he got Saquon May being his communications director. Here you go. The campaign slogan, promises made, promises kept, keep Big Al working for you. Saquon May will serve as communication director and Liz Tolbert will serve as treasurer. So for the people that have been wondering, who's SM? SM is allegedly Saquon May. Saquon May. Now, according to LinkedIn, Saquon May is somebody who graduated from the University of Alabama with a degree in information technology, right? According to LinkedIn. That's the person that Albert alleges is responding on his behalf. Do I believe that he responds for him all the time? No, I'm being honest with you. I think that that is about 90% of the time. I think that's Albert, and I think Albert wants to do. I think Albert creates that to create an environment for plausible deniability. And for those that don't know what that is, I'm about to give you guys the definition of it. From a legal standpoint, right? Here we go. Plausible deniability, right? Plausible deniability, a deep dive into its legal definition. Plausible deniability is a situation in which an individual or organization can deny knowledge or responsibility for an action due to a lack of evidence that proves their involvement. This term is commonly associated with high-ranking officials who may deny wrongdoing by lower-ranking individuals, even if the allegation may be true. Essentially, it allows someone to maintain a defense against accusations by claiming they were unaware of any misconduct. Right? So the concept also applies to any action that creates minimum evidence of wrongdoing, making it difficult to establish guilt or accountability. So I just want to put that out there. That is what he's trying to do. That's why he talks about himself in the third person. That's why he responds with SM. Right? Which I know for a fact, that's all a farce. Allegedly, it's a farce, because if I was Saquon May, if I was an IT specialist, if I was Saquon May with the degree from the University of Alabama, I would not professionally, I would not want anybody posting with my initials with the amount of grammatical errors that are in those posts. Just being honest with you. Just being honest with you. And that is done in a way, and let's go back and discuss why on that. I'm going back to discuss the why because I asked the question, why do some politicians talk about themselves in third person? And here it go. We going back to it, and let's get to that discussion. I just wanted to kind of set the stage for that so when we get into it, people can understand. Now, when a politician talks about themselves in third person, especially in a grand legend way, it's often not random. It's usually a power move or a branding tactic, and sometimes both. Well, okay. Here's what it commonly signals in politics. Why do they do it? They brand themselves as an institution, talking like Chairman Turner gets things done, making them sound bigger than a regular person, more like a brand or a movement. Sounds familiar? Number two, create distance from criticism. He made the tough call. Can be a slick way to avoid saying, I did it, especially when people are mad. Number three, controlling the narrative. Third person speech can feel like they're narrating a documentary about their greatness, trying to unlock a storyline, hero, savior, fixer. Now, I'm finna show y'all firsthand proof about what it said, narrating a documentary about their greatness. Because I'm going to my post what I made yesterday. Going to my post what I made yesterday. And here you go. As you see, this is the post I made yesterday. And it was about recycling the same promises over and over again. And I'm scrolling fast, but I'm going up to the top because you guys will see. I said recycle empty promises, but the community never sees any results. Now, y'all remember trying to control the narrative, make it seem like it's way more than it is. All right, here you go. The chairman, now this from his page now, the chairman of the Perry County Commission will embark on a journey to the nation's capital from February 20th to the 23rd as the National Association of Counties convene for their legislative conference. The chairman will embark on a journey far, far away to the nation's capital. Don't that sound familiar? Just like what I said? Want to try to control the narrative to make it seem like that they are doing way more or more than what they actually are. Let's get back to it. Inflated importance / dominance. It could be a subtle, I'm above normal rule signals. Some do it to project strength, certainly and inevitably. The chairman. The office of the chairman. Who you think you are? You're not important enough. Those are things that he told me. You're not important enough. to make the council move or do anything. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. And they said inflated importance. It's a subtle way. You're not important enough to make the chairman and the other commissioners move on your behalf. I just want people to understand that. Number 5, psychological self-protection. If they're insecure, y'all read this, right? If they're insecure, a third person can act like armor. They're talking about a character instead of a vulnerable human being. Ooh. 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 Is this all about us covering up insecurity? Is this a way to put on armor to protect yourself from being insecure? Not the person who take personal shots and talk about people's medical conditions. Not him. Not him. Who love to make shots at people. Oh, if you can read, and if you can read, and you don't know this, and who are you, and you ain't important enough. You do all that, but then when somebody come at you, you hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings. Man, stop. Let's keep going. Audience manipulator. Number 6. It's memorable. People repeat it. It becomes a slogan that's useful politically, even if it's corny. Now, what do you do when you cross somebody who's a megalomaniac? When it crosses into megalomaniac vibes, you'll usually see a pattern like constant self-praise, not just humorous humor. Savior language. Only I alone. Credit hoarder. Everything good is because of them. Blame shifting. Everything bad is everyone else. And I'm going to show y'all where this is evidence in this post right here. Right? When he goes here, he said, I personally believe many articles get wrote. They're supposed to be written. But many do. And I personally believe the citizens appreciate you for doing this. I also know some individuals think you should not report the good you do, right? Hey, credit for him. And many credit you for everything that goes on in Perry County, as though you are the only decision maker when it clear you not. Blame shifting. That's blame shifting. You should talk about the good that you do. You should talk about the good that you do, commissioner, the chairman. But when it comes to other stuff, you're not the only elected official, a decision maker in the county. You're not. Y'all see that? That's blame shifting. That right there is classic blame shifting. Watch this. Now we know this one right here is true. Disrespect for checks and balance. Acts like rules don't apply. Big promises, vague details, grand outcomes without receipts. Now, I can clearly say, for the time I've been doing this, everything that I brought forward, I've had receipts for. I brought proof, screenshots, everything. I provided it. I've articulated it in a way that is easily digestible, right? And I've provided links to proof, to receipts. I have done that in my pursuit of accountability. We get promises after promises. For example, yesterday I showed there were 7 posts that he made about solar energy. Where are the receipts from it besides rhetoric? Where are the receipts? Right? And they say, here you go. They said the best way to deal with it, if you're calling it out, don't argue personality. Force receipts. What's the project name, contract name, and start date? Who's the vendor? And where's the agenda vote/minutes? Which funding source? Grant ID number. Is it a match requirement? What has actually been delivered on what date? And here's a few questions that I have for the chairman. Why do you think Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner talks about himself in the third person? Why? Now, what job does Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner have that make his schedule so demanding for a part-time position? Do you guys know that the Perry County county commissioner is a part-time position? It's not a full-time position. So I'm just curious, and I'm finished. I'm about to show you guys something. He claims, this is what he claims. He claims that his schedule is so demanding for a part-time position. His schedule is so demanding. Okay. For a part-time county commissioner in Alabama that has a social media following of 2,900 people, right? I have 8,000 followers on my personal page. Personal page. That's my personal page. Now, let me go over here. This is my music page that I have. I got 746 followers. Let me go over here. This is also my podcast page. I got 625 followers. Let me go over here. This is the other page that I created, the Black Belt, Alabama Black Belt Coalition, with 222 followers. Let me go here. The Black Belt Experience, one of the administrators, 1.7K. Let me go here. The other page I manage, Uniontown, what's really going on in Uniontown, 313 followers. Let me go here. Educate the Elevator, 187 followers, right? I manage all of those while having a full-time job, while doing 2 podcasts a week, right? While traveling back and forth, being involved with music ministry, recording my own album, cooking, doing all this other stuff. That's what I did. I've done that. And I didn't need anybody because guess what? My schedule wasn't hectic. I just know how to manage my time. Just think about that. The commissioner is so busy. His hectic schedule for a part-time position. Like, I just want people to just sit down and understand that. Because that's borderline some mental health stuff right there. Right? If you don't know how to manage your time, right, there's ways and different things to be able to do that. That's just what that is, right? I got 8,000 followers. I post daily. It's called being efficient, right? Like, I just want, like, a part-time position. You got somebody that you're paying to manage your social media. And if you talk to them almost daily, right? You know, if somebody, I'm being honest with you, this is just me. One thing that I appreciate about in the military is checks and balances. Checks and balances. Shout out to Colonel Latanya Jordan, who was Lieutenant Colonel Latanya Jordan, my battalion commander when I was in Korea. I was her battalion operations officer, S3, 70 BSB at Camp Casey, Korea, from 2015 to 2016. Colonel Jordan was a graduate of North Carolina A&T. She had a degree in speech pathology. Colonel Jordan used to have a purple pen, and she used to, before anything is published out of her organization, she used to always proofread it. And I will tell you this, that purple pen will humble you in a minute. That purple pen will humble you in a minute. And I joke about it that, when I left, I joked with her that, ma'am, I had nightmares about that purple pen. But she made sure that anything that went out of her organization that she was the leader of, she made sure that somebody, either herself or one of the battalion XO, or one of the field grade officers, she made sure that somebody saw it and proofread it so that before it went out, it would represent the organization well. That was some very tough times with writing and thinking that you got some stuff done good. And when I take it in there and I go back to pick it up and I got all those corrections, and I got it to the point to where, as I was happy as I kept getting less and less corrections, right? And when I went through that, it wasn't so much a frustration, because I embraced that, because I knew I needed to change my writing habits and getting better as a writer. That still doesn't mean that I knew everything, but guess what? That made me invest. I invested, this is not a plug, but I invested in the Grammarly. I pay about $12 a month for Grammarly. My son uses it while he in college. I used it while I was in school. I did all of those things. I invested into myself, right? And I invested into myself. And guess what? When I left when I left Korea, I went to Fort Gordon. And the position that I went to, I was drafting a lot of correspondence. And one of my most proudest moment was I wrote what we call a SITREP, a situation report. That's just a weekly roll up on something. I wrote an email that I sent to my brigade commander. My brigade commander forwarded that email to the division commander. The division commander forwarded that same email unchanged to the TRADOC commander. That's the 4-star general, in which I was selected as the soldier of the week for TRADOC for me writing a song that was used for basic training to teach soldiers about equal opportunity. But the write-up was written. Nobody changed it. And I can look back on that and thank Colonel Jordan for her putting me through the ringer with that purple pen. I said all that to say this. Why would Albert pay somebody to put out posts with numerous grammatical errors? Numerous grammatical errors. And then that person is having a degree in IT. I would take offense to that. If he graduated from the University of Alabama, I'd be like, bro, that's not good. Right? Even yesterday with the comment that he made, try to make about me, a little slick comment, your headed is messed up inside and out. It's supposed to be your head, not headed. Head is talking about my head, right? My cranium. Headed is talking about what direction that you're going into. See, if you understand now the difference between a noun and a verb and subject-verb agreement, then you will understood that was out of place. And proofreading helps with that. But you're saying that somebody else is posting on your behalf because they do SM on there and they're posting grammatically incorrect letters and they supposed to have a graduate degree with IT? That dog don't hunt. That plausible deniability don't hunt. And going back to this, I want to talk about insecurities. And this is going back to what I talked about earlier, insecurities, right? When I want to talk about insecurities, Albert, why is it so important for you to be in the courthouse when you only a commissioner? Why are you not backed up with the other commissioners? Are you being in the courthouse make you feel more important than you are with just being the commissioner of District 1? Because District 2, 3, 4, and 5, nobody voted for you. So why are you in the courthouse? Why you just can't let all the other people that was elected by the full county? Is that your insecurity? You being in there, is that protecting your insecurity? Because you were never elected at a countywide race, that that you was never elected to be the mayor of Marion? Is that why you want to be in there and put the office of the chairman? There ain't no office. It's not an office. It's an office of probate judge. It's an office of revenue commissioner. It's an office of the district attorney. But there's no office of the chairman. There ain't no office. My boy. Stop hiding behind your insecurities. Stop trying to make yourself seem, allegedly make yourself seem better than what it is, and deal with that. Like, seriously, deal with that. Speaking of that, I want to point that out about insecurities. And I want to say this to everybody, so everybody can hear. This is me. This is my hypothesis. Yesterday, I said that a hypothesis is an educated guess. This right here is my hypothesis. Since Albert Turner has been in a commissioner, he has lobbied for about everything in Marion to be named after, to have Albert Turner put on it. Because my hypothesis is it's not really about honoring his daddy. It's about his name. Y'all don't believe me? If Albert, they have let me go to it. I'm going to go to it. I'm going to go to it so people can see. Let me go to it so people can see it. It's a commissioner page. And now I'm coming back to this. Man, I just saw this. I'm coming back to this. Oh, he didn't put that on his page. And Albert, you also ran for probate judge and lost too. He didn't put this out on the commissioner page, but I think he put it out on his personal page. Did Albert block me? I think Albert blocked me. Albert, did you block me? Yep. We were friends. Albert just blocked me. Oh, poor little Tink Tink. Poor little Tink Tink. Albert blocked me. But you can't stop me. Albert blocked me. Hey, but you can't stop me. Albert blocked me. Albert, you remember what you said yesterday? That I ain't matter. Why you blocking me, my boy? You the one sent me a friend request back when you wanted me to do a song for you. What we got going on, my boy? All right, here you go. As y'all see on Albert page, Albert Turner Jr., y'all saw when I did it, he had blocked me, but he posted this yesterday on his personal page, right? He hadn't posted on the commissioner page, but he's saying, remembering Jimmy Lee Jackson, Black History Month, 61st Jimmy Lee Jackson Day, and the Perry County Civic League anniversary. He said, the Honorable Stephen Reed, Mayor of Montgomery, is the 2026 Drum Major for Justice recipient, right? Now, if you really honor Jimmy Lee Jackson, then why he can't have Jimmy Lee Jackson Highway named after him by itself? Why you got to add your daddy name or Albert Turner name onto it when he's already got a school, courthouse annex, a post office, and a highway? He already got all of those named after him. Why Jimmy Lee Jackson can't have it? Since you really care about him, since you're going to throw his name up for the Perry County Civic League, like you're honoring him, why? Why, Albert? And then, Albert, why are you going to be a coward and block me as a friend when you sent me a friend request? When you, matter of fact, since you wanted to go there, sir, since you wanted to go there, I will. Let me see. Let me see. Albert, you the gift that keep on giving, my boy. See, the truth comes out. The truth comes out in what people do, right? The truth comes out in what people do. This man said something personal about me yesterday, right? Talked about my medical condition. And now he mad and delete me. We've been friends on Facebook. You reached out to me back in 2018. You wanted me to do a campaign song for you, right? You remember that, don't you, Albert? I know you watching, right? But now you block me on here. That don't stop for me holding you accountable. It don't stop. And in Albert, let me go to your words. I'm going to your words, what you used yesterday, my boy. I'm going to what your words that you used yesterday, my boy. Because I want to show the community just how hypocritical you are and how much a coward that you are. And you see, Albert, I don't have to hide behind initials because, like I said before, when you saw me at the Uniontown, City Council meeting back in December, when you saw me at the Uniontown City Council meeting back in December, you know, you sure got out of there real quick. You went outside, you was talking to Brenda Cook and talking to Zelda. You was talking to them. Why won't you, all these insults and everything that you say, why didn't you say it to my face then? That's the difference between being a man and being a coward. Because the things that I'm putting out, none of it's personal, but I can tell you the stuff that I found. But Albert, I want, this is your words from yesterday. Now, this is your word from yesterday. Now, I want you to stand on business, my boy. Let's stand on business. Stand on business. This is your words from yesterday. Y'all see that? Perry County Commissioner Albert Turner, right? He said, why would the chairman waste time responding to you or any of the 5 people in your circle? None live in his district and none supposed to be NONE can vote for or against him. See, Robert, your headed, that's what I said, your head is messed up inside and outside. See, that's a little slick shot that he's trying to talk about my medical conditions, right? That's what it is. And I just want to see how low life this individual is, right? But I'm going to go back to it right after that so y'all can see that he ain't standing on business. And you don't matter to Chairman Turner, the third person. And you know you don't. He probably don't even care what lie you tell or what negative spin you try so hard to turn out. Albert, what lie I got to tell? People see in real time that you're a coward. That you're an insecure coward. Based off your actions. You said I don't matter, so if I don't matter, why you delete me as a friend on Facebook when you sent me a friend request? You can't stand accountability? Huh? Remember that song? Can you stand the rain But hey, can you stand accountability? Can you stand it? That's crazy, man. That still don't stop the fact that you talk in third person. That still don't stop the fact that you insecure. And listen, I think I'm being honest, Albert, you ran for mayor twice and failed. You ran for probate judge and didn't win. Everything that you ran outside of District 1, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy work, man. But you know what? I can give you credit. I will give you credit. I will give you credit. Right, Albert? You know, Perry County get a lot of stuff. Perry County is the second poorest county in the state. That has the highest unemployment rate in the state. And people talk about a lot of stuff. But one thing I know that allegedly you got your hand in is Perry County being number one. Being number one now. And that's number one in absentee ballots. Absentee ballots. Now, Perry County number one in absentee ballots. Perry County number one in absentee ballots, 14%. Now, Albert, I know what you're going to do. I'm not the only decision maker in Perry County, so that ain't on me. That's on the commissioner. See, that's an issue that it ain't Albert Turner and the commissioners. This is an issue that's the commission. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. Y'all see how Albert posts everything. He posts everything on that commissioner page and shared it about 11 times. But that Jimmy Lee Jackson, he only shared it from his personal page. Could that be Albert that ain't nobody involved with the Perry County Civic League? Because you ain't talk about it on the radio station yesterday. You ain't talking about it being a radio. And look, everybody in that courthouse who's elected countywide need to tell Albert to get his little self back there in the outhouse and go back down that way. Get. Albert, you need to get out that courthouse. Get now. Get on out of there now. You don't belong in there. Take you and your insecurities back there now. Get on now. Get on now. Now you know. And Albert, you know you're responsible for Perry County been leading the absentee ballots in the state, my boy. You know that them numbers are, it is what it is, man. You know that. Albert, you need to get now. Now I'm telling you right now, you need to get. That's only for countywide elected officials. Get now. Get out of there. Go on back to your little cubicle. Go on now. Get on now. Get on back down there to the annex where yous belong. You know why, Albert? You is kind. You is smart, but you ain't important. You is kind. You ain't smart, but you ain't important. I'm going to say that one more time. You is kind. You ain't smart, and you ain't important. So get on, man. Get on back there to the annex, man. Get on back there now. You know, the chairman. The office of the chairman. The office. I'm so important. Now, I'm going to show y'all hypocrisy. I'm going to show y'all hypocrisy. And I'm going to show y'all this, and I'm going to explain it to you firsthand. Because I'm going to tell you why. I'm telling you why right now. Because it is ultra disrespectful. It is so disrespectful. It is so disrespectful. I'm still laughing that Albert deleted me. That's hilarious. For somebody that don't matter, my boy, why you deleting me, my boy? I ain't posting nothing on your page, my boy. Why are you deleting me? Why are you deleting me? 'Cause I thought I didn't matter, but I did. Now, all the jokes aside, this is disrespectful. I'm going to read it and I'm going to tell you why. Albert Turner made about an hour ago. Black History Spotlight, Woody Jackson. Perhaps the most distinguished coach to lead Francis Marion High School is Woody J. Jackson. Renowned for being the first coach in school history to secure an Alabama state championship. Notably, Coach Jackson holds the record for winning 4 consecutive men's state basketball championships, a feat that remains unmatched to this day. Born in Choctaw County, he excelled in athletics, earning a basketball scholarship and later junior college honors at Selman University before advancing to Division II basketball. Coach Jackson is recognized as the winningest active coach in Alabama high school history and the second winningest coach in Alabama overall. He is also the first active coach to have a gymnasium named in his honor in Perry County school history, and the first basketball coach from Perry County to coach in the McDonald's All-Star High School All-Star game. With over 3 decades of experience teaching life lessons and shaping young man's character, Coach Jackson has compiled an impressive record of 860 victories and counting. He's saying this week's endorsement comes from Coach Jackson. I'm going to tell y'all how that's disrespectful. Do y'all know Albert was trying to name that gym after his daddy? He had a date pick in November that they was going to do it. It took Miss Florence Parker and people in the community to do a petition and take that petition around and have people to sign it, to take it to the Board of Education to get it named after well-deserving Coach Woody Jackson. Now Albert is coming back to try to do a Black History Spotlight for Coach Woody Jackson, who is more than deserving for his accolades. But then you fought against him because you want the gym to be named after your daddy. Now you trying to act like you was all support of it. Because Albert, tell the people why you got up and walked out when Miss Florence Parker was talking at the thing. Because people that was there know you got up and walked out. The level of disrespect. There's no low to you, man. And now you got the audacity, the unadulterated gall to get on here and try to act like that you support Coach Jackson. You only doing that because you're trying to pander the votes. Because if you really cared about Coach Woody Jackson, you wouldn't even put no effort into trying to name it after your daddy. With your daddy already having a school, sharing it with Jimmy Lee Jackson for the highway, a post office, and the annex. Crazy work. And folks mad at me. And I wonder if Coach Woody Jackson even endorsing him. I really do. Because I would like to hear from Coach Jackson. When I say that, I made it that he was more than deserving of it. But when it got back to me that Albert was trying to name that gym after his daddy too, crazy work. Crazy. And the disrespect. Like you really honoring him. Man, go take several seats. Take a seat. Get your butt up out that courthouse and go take a seat back at the annex. Get now. Get your non-deserving self out of that courthouse and get on back there and stop being disrespectful and being disrespectful to the legacy of real icons in the community. People who actually earned what they did, who actually poured into kids, who actually sacrificed and did something for these kids. Besides you just pandering on names and riding the coattails of people's legacy so that you can put your name out there. Disrespectful. It's disrespectful because we all know and the whole community know you ain't earned a goddamn thing. Everything you got was either given to you by an appointment or you manipulated election allegedly through absentee ballots. Because the only place you ever won was District 1. You ain't win in probate judge. You ain't win for the city of Marion. You ain't win nowhere outside of District 1. Because you're going up there with $20 and $40, $50 in the fish sandwich. And I know Coach didn't endorse him. And if I were Coach, I'd put a message out there. He lying on him. Man, that's disrespectful. Lying on, man, you can't help but lie. You can't help but lie. And that's a darn shame. You two got done old for that. The gift that keep on giving. You're going to put that whole thing up for Coach Jackson. First, you're going to punk out and delete me as a friend on Facebook. First of all, nothing. I'll be quiet. Did you get mad because I shared that picture of you posting about like you the art of the negotiation? Because y'all remember yesterday I went to his page, his personal page. Y'all remember that. I went live on there. But the day when I put it up, I can't find little Albert. I can't find old Jelly. I can't find him. Albert, where art thou? Where art thou, Albert? Are thou scared? Are thou shaking in thy boots? Are thou nervous, my boy? Where art thou, Albert? I know where you shouldn't be is in that courthouse. Albert, let me know what size t-shirt you wear so I can go ahead and get you a t-shirt made. Say, get. Let me know. I just need to know what size you wear. I don't want to guess your size. I want you to tell me what size you wear. Tell me what size you wear so I can get you a t-shirt made and I can hand deliver it to you at the annex because you about to leave the courthouse. I'll bring it to your office at the annex. I will bring it to your office. I'm tired of that Robert Shepard. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him. I shouldn't have never said nothing, but I'm too proud to admit that I was wrong. And I wrote a check that my butt couldn't cash. And the only thing I can do right now is hide. I'm just gonna hide and cow it out. Cause I ain't standing on business. I'm scared. I ain't gonna be no man to stand 10 toes down. I'm gonna throw a rock and hide my hand and dadgummit, everything that I tried. All them weapons I formed against him, they didn't prosper. I wonder why. All of those weapons that I have formed against him, all of those people that I control like puppets to try to come at him, he never wavered. He still hit me with them facts. He still hit me with the truth. He still hit me with them evidence. And he ain't stopping every day. Every time I wake up, it's a gut punch here, a gut punch there. I can't breathe. He ain't letting me breathe. He ain't letting me get up. He ain't letting me do nothing. Nothing at all. So I'ma just block him. Because they make me feel good. Hey, man, I thought I ain't matter, man. Albert, I thought I didn't matter, my boy. If I didn't matter, then why block me? You mad. You want to block me. I ain't trying to argue with you. You mad. Why you mad? Because I'm telling the truth. Why you mad? Because I'm providing facts. Why you mad? Because you can't control the narrative. Why you mad, my boy? Why you mad? For real. I'm curious. Let me know why you mad. Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it a medical condition that you want me to discuss that I won't because I respect you enough, even though you blocked me, to not discuss anything medical going on with you, unlike you did with me, my boy? Why? Why you mad, man? Man, don't be disrespectful to Coach Jackson. Don't do that. Listen, I told y'all that man is desperate. That man is desperate. He's going to do anything. He know he losing. He know he losing. Come November, probably even before then. Unemployment, my boy. Unemployment. Unemployment. Nitty gritty, Bravo Tango Alpha. Better known as Belt 2, Apple Sugar. But with that being said, ain't nothing wrong with having a little laugh here and there. They said laughter is good for the soul. But I do want to ask this question, Albert. Hey, what's up with Cedar Bluff Road? Promises made, promises ain't never kept. Cedar Bluff Road, what happened, my boy? Is it still the weather? You originally said it was going to be done in October. You got November, December, January, February. That 4 months. That's 120 days. What happened, my boy? And then you had made the promises back in October 2023. It's 2026 now, my boy. Y'all see, it's amazing what a little accountability does. It's amazing how people move. It's amazing. It is amazing. Now, Albert, I got receipts. I got receipts. I keep them. But y'all know this? Out of everything that I said, this man has yet to come back to prove me wrong on one thing. Not one. He's made insults. He's attacked me. He spread rumors and lies that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what he's doing. Now, I want everybody to think about this. The people that know Albert. If Albert has something to prove me wrong, y'all think he wouldn't have shared it? For the people in the back, if Albert had something that he had that could prove that I'm wrong, y'all think he wouldn't have shared it already? So why haven't he shared it? And for all the people who are praying that I get sued, why haven't I received a cease and desist or a defamation lawsuit yet? Why? Albert, since you in charge of the county, just some question, man. What's up with them bills? $27,000 that's still owed to Hale County that you said you was only gonna pay them $900 for. You still ain't paid that asphalt bill that the county owes since August. Now, you said y'all rolling the dough in great financial management. You said that the National Association of Accountants gave Perry County an A for financial management. Now, those are your words, my boy. Now, Albert, I appreciate that, Hicks Johnson. Now, Albert, I know you like to call the news station and report news. Now, you can call me. WRLS, Robert Lovejoy Shepherd, 98 News. Call me, and I'll come and I'll make a story. I'll make a report. I'll take your picture and everything. But I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. And I just want people to see, and I want people to see. I keep telling people this is divine. This is God's hand. This is not me. This is God's hand. God is exposing, and a lot of other people watching. But I just want to remind the surrounding areas. I see you. I'm just focused right now, but I see you. In the words of Deion Sanders, I'm coming. I'm coming. But Albert, let me know what size t-shirt you wear, man. What I do is I put get on there, and then I put keep Big Al working for you on there as well. Just let me know. Just let me know. And this is to people, right? There was a comment made yesterday that said that there was a comment made yesterday that said I take too long to get to my points. You ain't got, like I said before, I appreciate you tuning in, but you ain't got to watch it. With all due respect, you ain't got to watch it. Just being honest with you, it's all the choice. That block button, hey, use that block button like Albert did today. Block me. Block me. Ma'am? Oh, my mama fussing at my dog right now. But it's my dog when she fussing at him. But I just want people to understand that this is not about a gotcha. This is about doing right by the community. Right? We get entirely too much money coming in our areas for we not to see tangible results. Tangible results. We got people that's doing stuff to try to cover up stuff, and they thinking they're gonna get away with it. No, you not. Those days are over with. You should have did right. Y'all think I'm joking. Accountability is coming in 2026. This right here is divine. And when you talk about something that's divine, when they say no weapon formed against you shall prosper, no. The community is waking up. I don't care about all of the stuff. Listen, I'm going to let everybody know everything. I haven't revealed a lot of the stuff that's been done behind the scenes to try to, in attempts to shut me up. And I'm going to reveal it. And when I reveal it, everybody going to know who's behind it. Everybody going to know who's behind it. And people will further see exactly the type of people that it is. And why are they so mad about me telling the truth? You know what? Nobody has ever said, man, he lying. He just lying. He ain't telling the truth. They never said that. There has never been a claim that I've lied. What all the claims been is they just don't like what I'm saying. Dang, he talk about something every day. Sure do, because there's something to talk about every day. And guess what? I can do whatever I want to do. I ain't complaining about you. Because the people that complain, I don't even know you exist. But I appreciate you coming and getting awareness. But I'm not worrying about what you do at all. I'm not. Just tell you, I's not. I'm not. Just want people to know, man, look, at the end of the day, you know, it's all about raising awareness, right? Other thing, just want to let y'all know, City of Marion, the City of Marion, I'm going to release an analysis on the 2023 budget. I did one the other day from 2019 to 2022. I'm going to do one for 2023, and I'm going to share with you guys the full audit and do a summary of that audit. Right? And I'm going to spread awareness and share it with the community. Why? Because the city ain't sharing it. But guess what? They shared it to ADEM. And they're doing another budget workshop at 6 o'clock. And also, I do want to raise this awareness. Back in November, the city council voted to add, in Marion, to add Councilwoman Ann LeCroy and Councilman Stanley Kenny to the bank accounts with the line of credit. They have yet to be added to those bank accounts yet. And that was in November. That was voted on by the city council, which is law because they're the legislative body. So why haven't they been added since November? It's 90 some days later. Why? Why? See, you know, accountability is what it is. And, you know, I like to have a little fun. I think a lot of people seeing my personality, seeing that I'm really silly in real life, but I'm also a very intentional person. You know, I got a lot of love for my community because I want us to have better. And the reason why we don't have what we should have is because of failed and incompetent leaders. That's really where it boils down to. We got way too many city council members. We got way too many elected officials who've been in office for far too long and not bringing any results. And we keep them in there, and the only thing they're doing is looking out for their own best interests and not doing things for the city, not doing things for the county. Uniontown, why the heck have y'all not done an audit since like 2012? 14 years ago? My daughter was born in February of 2012. She's 14. She'll be 14 on the 22nd of this month. She's going to high school next year. And y'all ain't done an audit since she was born. Think about that. I just wanted to put this in perspective. The city of Uniontown, Mayor Ron Miller, and the city council members. Uniontown has not done an audit since the 8th graders at R.C. Hatch were born. Think about that. Yeah, they working on the budget, but where that audit at? Where the audit at? And I heard allegedly they got the former mayor Jamal Hunter up there in the court, up there in City Hall. Why? Because we don't want to go back to now. We don't want to go back there now to the alleged trips from Harvest Select, the football games, the missing money, people being fired because of money mismanagement, having to establish the Uniontown Water Board. Uniontown got over $30 million to redo the lagoon. And when they failed for the first contract, they hired the same company back for the second one. Hey, Cuzzo, Darren, change is coming. Change is coming, cuz. Change is coming. Timing. Change is coming. Right? But I'll tell you, if you stand for what's right and people been doing for what's wrong, they're going to fight against you because they scared of accountability. That's just what that is. But that's all what I've been about. But man, I hope you guys have a great day. Again, if I said something wrong, please provide me with tangible proof and evidence, and I will be as loudly on here to say that I was wrong if you provide me with credible proof on it, right? And then go to Educate to Elevate 334 YouTube. I like to just show it so people can see it. Educate to Elevate on YouTube. And this is a repository where all these videos going to, because after 30 days, you know, YouTube, I'm not YouTube, but after 30 days, Facebook deletes these videos, these live. But Educate to Elevate 334, right? This it, right? I got to load some more. I'm up to 43 videos right now. So go subscribe for this. As you see, we have Marion City Council meeting. We got the Perry County Commissioner meeting. We have the Uniontown City Council meeting. We have all of that stuff, right? And more videos. Some of the videos of going down Cedar Bluff Road, all of that stuff. So that's the this is just solely for this ain't about monetizing or whatever, because this ain't about making money. This is about raising awareness. This right here is not about making money, about raising awareness. And I got one challenge before I get out. For everybody that got something to say about what I'm doing, What have you done in the community to make the community better? What have you done to raise awareness so that the community can understand processes and things? What have you done? What have you done? And where have I lied? Again, please tell me where I lied at. Please tell me where I lied. Man, you guys have a great and blessed day. Be blessed. Talk to you later.